Hey guys, Ryan here again, gonna do another review. Now, I was looking through the bargain bin of my local comic book store, the Daily Planet in Brisbane with Stuart, and picked out a couple of things. One of them, Spider's Island. Now this is just a one shot, not the whole story, so I'm not gonna be reviewing the whole main storyline. Basically this is sort of what's going on while basically the main story is progressing. Just a couple, 4 short stories to be exact, and yeah, so I'll just give you a bit of a background of what's going on in Spider's Island. Jackal, which is basically the guy who led around to all of the Clone Saga, the famous Clone Saga. He's basically bioengineered these bed bugs to bite people and give them spider powers, like basically all the powers of Spider-Man. So basically, everyone in Manhattan's just running around, you know, shooting webs and climbing up walls and doing all the fantastic Spider-Man stuff. Amazing Spider-Man stuff, spectacular Spider-Man stuff. Choose your, basically, take your pick. And so, yeah, as I said, 4 stories. First story was probably my favourite out of all. It's called Tingling, which is, has, as I say, quote, your friendly neighbourhood Punisher is in it. Basically, there's these 4 bank robbers dressed as Spider-Man. They come in, they start robbing this place, open this vault up. They're all dressed up as Spider-Man. And then one of them starts feeling weird, starts getting like an itchy feeling, like bugs and spiders, like bugs underneath his skin, spiders crawling all over him. Yeah, so kind of like a drug addict, pretty much. He's like, oh man, I'm feeling these weird symptoms and oh shit. But yeah, and then the other 2 start feeling it. Gordo, which is sort of the larger of the group, he's asked them like pretty much about it, and it's like, oh yeah, starts describing it. It's like, feels like something really bad's gonna happen. And one of them, I believe his name's Bull, is like, yeah, that's exactly right, man. And he's like, hey, aren't you feeling it, Gordo? And Gordo pulls out a gun, shoots them all in the head, and then takes off his Spider-Man costume, reveals it's the Punisher, and he goes, it's called Spider Sense, and as he's walking away, he says, idiots, which I'm like, oh, that's so cool. Classic Punisher stuff, just killing thugs. So, I was quite happy. But yeah, so that's the first one, probably the strongest of all the stories, even though it's only a couple pages, as they all are. Story 2, Spider-Mum. It's basically this mother who's looking after her 2 kids while the father's away on a business trip in Paris. Basically, the son sort of runs off into like the subway. She goes after him, catches him before the train leaves, and then on the way home later that night, when she's still got the grocery, so she's juggling 2 kids in groceries. One of the thugs steals some celery out of her shopping. Anyway, they've gone to have dinner, read stories and that. She's on her phone to her husband, who's on the business trip. She gets the kids to bed eventually, and then she basically, fire alarm wakes her up because she left the stove on. She rushes out, comes back, the kids are fighting over a little plastic toy dinosaur. The little girl, who's the youngest, she gets knocked out the window. She's like freaking out, she's like, oh shit, pretty much. But then at a split second, she's out the window, grabs it with shoots spiderweb and is leaning out the side of the window. And she's like, oh, this is a bit weird and that. Then she's like, alright, things start to get better for her. Like she's managing to juggle everything like pretty much perfectly in her life. And then there's this one guy dressed, and once again, another thug dressed up as Spider-Man, appears, tries to basically rob him, and she beats him up. And it's funny, the kids on the street corner that stole her celery give back the celery because she absolutely kicks the shit out of this dude. And then the husband comes home, and they find out, like, well, yeah, as I said, eventually the father comes home and find out that the kids also have spider powers. So they're all fun and joy in that household. Charlotte's Web is the 3rd story. Now these, once again, some more crooks. This time not dressed up as Spider-Man. One's got they both got plastic like Halloween masks on. One's Black Cat and the other one is Doc Ock. They are basically nice work by me. They are pretty much robbing this couple, and then they hear something outside. Outside of the room. They go into the hallway. There's a little girl, which are the people that they're trying to take their stuff from. It's their little girl who's dressed up in Spider-Man pajamas, and her name's Charlotte. Basically, she just trumps them, basically turns them into everyday jobbers, and absolutely kicks their ass. And yeah, that's why I found it hard to remember. And the last one, which was kind of a good laugh, was 9 Lives. And now 9 Lives entails a cat who basically sitting there watching the sunset go by, and then this is the part that made me laugh. There was this pigeon, and this pigeon like mutates, and it's the Venom pigeon pretty much. I'm like, I like Venom. Thought it was pretty awesome. And so the cat pulls on like the Spider-Man mask and the outfit, and they just go at it. And he finally defeats the spider. The spider cat finally defeats the Venom pigeon. Then it looks up, and on all the wires around, there's just hundreds and hundreds of basically Venom pigeons. And then like you see it goes into like the whole action shot that's going to take them on. Then it wakes up, and pretty much it's a normal cat sleeping in an apartment, and there's just these dudes just discussing, like they were playing video games, and then they discussing what they were going to have to eat, some sort of pizza. The cat slips out, puts on a Spider-Man costume, and then starts web slinging through the city. And yeah, so that's about it for the short stories. Overall, it was alright. I mean, it's only one shot, nothing like too serious that happened in it. Got to see the Punisher, that's always a plus. But yeah, overall it was maybe if I read the actual Spider Island series, I would understand a bit more. But yeah, overall, I enjoyed it. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it too. See you later.